What up, guys? I'm going to be doing a real quick review. Not an old film because it just came out at the end of August, but definitely a movie that's been out, limited release, and so it might still be playing in your local theater or should be up on to rent on iTunes or any other Amazon or something. Um, Called Imperium, starring Daniel Radcliffe, Tony Collette, and also directed by Daniel Rogozuzzi. I hope I said that right. I think it's his first directorial debut. He did a fine job. The tension he was able to build throughout the film was pretty good. The acting was great. I felt like at first it was kind of hard to just buy Daniel Radcliffe as a, like I wouldn't say neo-Nazi. It's just that it's kind of the Mark Hamill curse where you just see him as this character, so it's kind of hard to disassociate him from the Harry Potter franchise. So once you get past that part and you start seeing the nuances he put into this character, you see that he did a really good job. Like at the beginning, he's just kind of like this awkward dude, gets kind of picked at work, doesn't really fit in. Even when he's outside and he like goes to buy some like alcohol, he just doesn't, like, he just feels like he's got this weird vibe to him. And then he like really becomes like a more full fleshed out character as he starts infiltrating the neo-Nazi organization. And that's where you really appreciate Daniel Radcliffe's work as an actor. So those were the positives. There's like Daniel Radcliffe was really good. Tony Collette was really good. A lot of the supporting cast, like all the people that played the neo-Nazis or like the radio host, were really, really solid. I felt like the problems lied with the script. The third act felt very rushed. It just kind of happened out of nowhere. It's like, we can't do this. A lot of like a lot of the things he was investigating just were not panning out. A lot of people were, all bark and no bite. And then eventually, just things progress where it's like boom, 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 and then like you're like at a resolution. So it just felt like really, really rushed, and I was like, that's the one part that just kind of weakened the movie. I felt like a lot of the tension and like the most tension is like, I don't even know if that's a word, but like the parts of the movie that felt like that were really suspenseful and really tense were all kind of in the trailer. So when they came up in the movie, I mean, they didn't take you out, but it's just kind of like, see this, so, you never thought like, oh, they could get him at any time or he could be discovered, or there's not going to be like a weird twist to the movie. So that part was, not done right. But I did like the approach of not seeing, racism as a like almost like American History X, where you just see it blatant and in your face, and you see neo-Nazis like there's like one scene where they try to beat up an interracial couple, but there's no curb stomp, there's no, you know what I mean? So it's more about like institutionalized racism, and then kind of taking a look at the way these organizations work and taking a view of how they look at each other. So it's like like the KKK they don't respect, skinheads, and then they don't look down at these guys, and, and the part of their movements. And I thought that was interesting. But the most interesting part of the movie that I took from was that, the people you least expect, they're the ones that are like about action or like hold really like big prejudices. There's this man, like one of the characters that actually goes through with a plan is, it could be your neighbor. He was just like a family man, an engineer. And he hosts these barbecues where all these races come together, and a meet and greet, to mingle with each other. And I felt like, and there was like lawyers and nurses and doctors, and I'm like, and that's the interesting part of the movie, which is like, it showed you like, it's not just skinheads or the KKK members. Like, racism and prejudice like could be hold to anybody, like it could be a neighbor, it could be, you know, some dude that just drops off his kid at school, or some father. Like, I thought that was an interesting view at it, you know, because from the trailers you think like, oh, he's gonna infiltrate these skinheads, and you know they're gonna go around beating people up, or you know, and the movie tries to deal with terrorism at home and the way that affects people and who really does it. And I just felt like that was an interesting take on the film. Sorry for my ramblings. Overall, the movie was okay. I felt like it was watchable throughout, and mostly because of the great performances, not because the script is solid or even the story. I just felt like everyone was on point, and definitely worth the watch, even though it's a little kind of late. I felt like it was a good movie to watch. So check out the Imperium. Leave a like below or subscribe to the channel. Thank you.